What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus in on the Florida Panthers re-upping Executive Vice President and General Manager Dale Tallon to a multi-year extension. Obviously, Tallon's done a great job building a contended team in Florida as they made the playoffs for the first time in a dozen years and won the first ever division title in franchise history. A crowning achievement for a team that was in a downward spiral for a number of years and was almost completely irrelevant. And to see them back on the map is great for hockey. Little side note: my first memory watching hockey ever was when they were playing the Bruins in the first round back in '96. To see the Rats on the ice, that was pretty cool. That's as a little kid, seeing that was like, wow. And then having my father explain to me, yeah, they play hockey in Florida. And I was an animal buff growing up, and the Florida Panther, obviously one of the most endangered animals in the world, that was pretty cool to see that team. But I digress. Back to Tallon. He's built a great team in Florida, bringing in an island of misfit toys. I did another episode comparing them from the '96 team to the finals. Scotty Upshaw, Christopher Stieg, guys like that. Campbell, Chicago couldn't get rid of him fast enough. Thomas Kopecky, Thomas Fleischman, just guys that no one else wanted, but he made it work with them. And they have a good team now, and they'll be pretty good. But what they have coming up is unbelievable. The young players he stockpiled. Jacob Markstrom will be an elite goalie for the next decade or so. Jonathan Huberdeau is going to be another Claude Giroux, I think. I think he's got a great offensive abilities, complemented by a great two-way game. And then, Nick Bjugstad. I love his game. I love his size. I love everything about this kid. I think he'll be a top six forward for years to come in the NHL. And with a guy like Branson on the back end, you really put yourself in a position to compete for many, many years. And it's a testament to the general manager he was. I think he didn't get enough credit for building that Chicago Blackhawks team that won the Stanley Cup back in 2010. That was him at work. And going a step further to see the future they have. And I like what he did when he first got there. Was he traded Nathan Horton to the Bruins? Obviously, as a Bruins fan, thank you. He was a big part of winning the Cup last year, but he wasn't reaching his potential in Florida. He wasn't happy there. He was a detriment to the team. They moved him out. They got some good pieces. Horton goes to a team where he can compete right away, won the Stanley Cup. And, they got Dennis Wideman, who they flipped for a third, and a first-round pick turned into Bjugstad. So, I think that was a win-win-win for everyone involved. And, going a step further, like I said, they're in great shape for years to come. And I'm really happy. Years and financial information were not disclosed, but it's a multi-year extension, and they're closer to being a contender than they ever have been. The Florida Panthers are. So that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Florida Panthers re-upping Dale Tallon as Vice President and General Manager, as Executive Vice President and General Manager. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the finals and beyond. Later, guys.